with our series that we yesterday started. Today is the 7th chapter that we are going to study. In yesterday's chapter, we have studied about the atmosphere and other things. This is one of the important aspects of NDA studies and today, hopefully, we will end this standard 6th NCERT geography. So let us continue. Hope you will cope up with it and try to understand important concepts that we are going to learn. So let us start. Moving ahead, the very first line is that India is a country of vast geographical expanse. It's of the 7th number in terms of the land, and now could be the first country in terms of population, right? We have surpassed China, and we have more than 140 crores of population. So this line, as you can see, India is a country of vast geographical expanse. In the north, it is bounded by the lofty Himalayas, right? If you can see this image on your screen, this image, which I think is very important. Yes. Look at this image. So what I'm trying to say is that here are the Himalayas. See, if I may say from here, you have Himalayas, right? So I can tell you like this. These are the Himalayan ranges, right? Up till here. So this is how you will see Himalayas. Now coming back to the second line that we were discussing. The Arabian Sea in the west, right? And Bay of Bengal in the east. India has an area of 3.2 million square kilometer. Area is always counted in square kilometers. The north-south extent from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, it is 3,200. Okay, this north to south. This is 3,200. Remember that. And east to west is less. It is around. It's around 2,900. So north to west, north to south, length is greater than east to west. Remember this. Okay. So the lofty mountains, the great Indian desert, the northern plains, and the uneven plateau surface, and the coast and the island present a diversity of landforms. Okay, these are all landforms. Landform is a natural feature, like river is a landform, mountain is a landform, seashore can be a landform, sand dunes can be a landform, mushroom rock can be a landform, deltas, oxbow lakes, waterfall, or anything, mountains, volcanoes. These can all be what? These are all, we call them as the landforms. There is a great variety in the climate. And you must understand what is the difference between climate and weather. So the weather is what? And what is climate? Climate is the average, right? Climate is the average of 30 to 40 years. And what is climate? Climate is of the climate is the 30 to 40 years average, and weather is day-to-day scenario. Like today we have very sunny day, or very cold day, or cold night. So that is the weather. Remember that. But when we say we have Mediterranean type of climate, monsoon type of climate, or China type of climate, or tropical type of climate, so we consider the average of 30 to 40 years. Okay, India has a population of more than 120 crores. But now we are not in 2020, 2011. We are in 2023, and we will end this. This is the December 2023. So now almost we have, I think, 140 crore, more than 140 crore population. Yes, and we can say that we are the most populous country in the world. Now the geographical setting. Now we have studied about what is the latitude, what is the longitude. No, when we say these horizontal lines are called latitudes, and the vertical lines are called longitudes, right? So this latitudinal and longitudinal extent is called as the locational setting. India is located, okay, India is located in the northern hemisphere. Just 1 minute. India is located in the northern hemisphere, right? If you draw a map of the earth, you can like draw like this. So it is like this, and this is the equator. So India is somewhere here, right? So we are in the northern hemisphere. So Tropic of Cancer, for example, passes through Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh, right? So the Tropic of Cancer is 23 and a half, passes through the halfway of the country. From north to south, mainland of India extends from 8 degree and 4 minutes north. So here it will be 8 degree and 4 minutes, right? And till in Kashmir you have 37 degree 6 minutes. So you have almost 30 degrees latitudinal extent, right? From the west to east, it expands or extends from 68 degree 7 minutes to 97 degree 25 minutes. It is almost like 30 degree longitudes. If we divide the world into western and eastern hemisphere, which hemisphere would India belong to? India will belong to the eastern hemisphere. Remember that. India will belong to the eastern hemisphere. Due to the great extent of about 29 or 30 degree, there would be a wide difference in the time of places located at two extreme points of India. For example, if you have any of your friend in Arunachal Pradesh or Manipur or Nagaland, so tell them to click one photo at the sunset. Let us say the sunset period there is 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. And if you are in Gujarat, at the coastline of Gujarat, and if you go to the sunset period, you will see that you will have a brighter day in Gujarat compared to Manipur or Arunachal Pradesh, because sun has arisen fast and will set fast in the Arunachal Pradesh, but it will arise late and also set late in the Gujarat. So this is because we have almost 30 degrees difference. So there will be a difference of 2 hours. Remember that the difference between the time of the time difference between the Gujarat and Rajasthan, Gujarat and this Arunachal Pradesh will be around 2 hours. This is because of large extent of longitudinal extent of Gujarat and the Arunachal Pradesh. So it is all whatever I have said, it is written here. You can see this. Will change so that I could highlight. Okay, now it is better for me to highlight so that yes. So as you have learned earlier, the local time changes for 4 minutes and for every 1 degree. Look, I will tell you the calculation. Okay, look at this. Look at this. I'm telling you the whole calculation. Okay. For example, look, if I split the screen, okay, let it be. So we have this earth, right? So we have 360 degrees, right? Yes or no? It is as simple as that. And what is the time in a day? We have 24 hours. Yes or no? So, why I have taken 360? Are you getting? I have taken 360 because earth is circular or spherical. So we can take 360 for mathematical calculation, right? Because earth is spherical in nature. We have 360 degrees for a circle or sphere. Yes or no? And why I have taken 24 is the number of hours in a day and night, right? So I have taken because it is the time taken by earth to complete one rotation around its axis. Yes. Now is it clear to you? So if I divide, let us say this is 12, this is 180, and further if I divide, so I will get 90. So 6, 1, and then 35. So you will have this for 1 degree, for 1 hour, you will get 15 degrees, right? So for 15 degrees, you will get 1 hour. Okay, this is the simple mathematical calculation. It is very easy for you to understand what I have done. So you can see this, that I have taken 360 degrees because earth is spherical in nature, and I have taken 24 hours because earth takes 24 hours to complete one rotation over its axis. So that is why I have taken 24. And if I do the simplification, I will get what? I will get for 1 hour, there will be 15 degree. So when earth passes, let us say this is the 0 degree latitude, 0 degree longitude, sorry. This is 0 degree longitude, that can be called as the prime meridian. And I have this 15 degree longitude, and this is the 30 degree longitude. This is the 45 degree. This is the 90 degree. Okay. And if I see the difference between time of this axis, look, if here it is 12 p.m, so here it will be 1 p.m, here it will be 2 p.m, here it will be 3 p.m, here it will be 4 p.m, because for every 15 degree you will get a difference of 1 hour. Then this is 30, so it will be 2 hours. For 45 it will be 3, for 60 it will be 4. Are you getting it? So now, as we have seen in the second paragraph, that our latitudinal exchange it is 67, right? Yes or no? We have seen that, no? From 67 to 97, it is our longitudinal exchange, extent roughly. So it means that the 0 degree longitude passes through the London, through the prime meridian near London. Okay, we can understand near London. That is Greenwich meridian, and in the Greenwich meridian. So let us say, imagine that we have the what we can say, we have 12 hours, and we are having our, let us say, lunch. So easy, but whatever may be the case, let us say we are having lunch at 12 o'clock exactly in a hotel. So, and if you call your friend, you are sitting in London in a hotel having your lunch, and if you are calling someone, some of your friend in, let us say, New Delhi or Mumbai or Pune, and if you ask, if you'll see, and if you ask the time, so here the time would be, it will be, let us say, 4:30, right? 4:30 p.m. because there is the difference between almost 67-degree longitude. So we have difference of 67. So that's why if you calculate from here, this Greenwich meridian, which I have marked as a red line. So from here, if you count, it is at 12 p.m. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you will get this line, which will be 67-degree longitude at the Gujarat. And in in this Arunachal Pradesh, it will be 97. So the difference will be, I think, then you have 75 for 5 and 96. So in Arunachal Pradesh, it will be almost 6 p.m. While your friend in London was having lunch at 12 o'clock. So one of your friend in Arunachal Pradesh was having his dinner or evening snack at 6 p.m. This is because of the longitudinal extent. Okay, this is what I need to tell you. Okay, so coming back to our series. Now, India's neighbor. So this is our boundary. Okay, on your screen you can see clear-cut boundaries. I am marking. I am marking this all. This is our boundary. Yes, and from here you can see that you have, on the western side you have Pakistan, on northern side you have Afghanistan. From here, then you have China, you have Nepal, then you have Bhutan, you have Bangladesh, and you have Myanmar, and below you have Sri Lanka. Yes, remember this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have international boundary with 8 countries. Remember that. And what is the longest boundary? With which country we have longest boundary? You might see that that is the China, but not. It's not China. It is Bangladesh. We have the boundary, land boundary of more than 4,000 kilometers with Afghanistan. Yes, with Bangladesh. So moving ahead, this is the political map of India. A lot many questions are asked from this map. You know, if you see, this map needs further clarifications because a lot of things have happened with regards to Jammu and Kashmir and Article 370. These questions can be expected in your NDA exam. And if you see the map, there are few states, like for example Madhya Pradesh. This state is referred as, for example, landlocked state because it doesn't have any boundary with the sea. So this is Chhattisgarh again, and then you have Jharkhand again, third state. So then you have Haryana again, the fourth. So these four states are landlocked states. Remember that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Apart from these states, all other states have at least sea boundary or the international boundary. For example, Rajasthan, it has a boundary with Pakistan. Gujarat has a sea boundary. Maharashtra has a sea boundary. Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra, and even Telangana is also something which is a landlocked state. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 states we have which are landlocked. Then you have Andhra, then you have Odisha, which has the land boundary. Then you have West Bengal, which has the uh, boundary with Bay of Bengal. Then you have Assam, it has a boundary with Bangladesh. Then you have this Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura, right? These also have boundaries. Uttar Pradesh have a boundary with Nepal, and Bihar also have the same, right? So one question which was asked by UPSC in the IAS exam, I think, which can be repeated in other exams as well. That is the trend of UPSC, that it asks the question in the CSC, and then it repeats it in CAPF or CDS or NDA and other exams of other exams conducted by UPSC. So the question was that, let us say you are traveling by the train and you are in Arunachal Pradesh and you want to go to Kerala, right? Remember this scenario. Now, this is your route. This is how you want to go. Okay, from Arunachal Pradesh to Kerala. So, how much minimum? I'm not asking maximum. The question is, how much minimum number of state will you need to pass through to go to Kerala? So let us say you will go first to Assam. Anyhow, you will need to go to Assam. From Assam, you will have to go either to Bihar, either to Bihar or West Bengal. Okay. From Assam, you will have to go to West Bengal. Okay, look in the screen. Then from West Bengal, you will go to Odisha. Then from Odisha, we will have two options to go to Andhra. Okay, then you will go to Andhra, and then from Andhra, you have two options from Karnataka or Tamil Nadu, and then Kerala. So we will prefer this. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So from any state to any state, the minimum number of states, the least number of state is 7. Are you getting? You can take any example. For example, let us say you want to go from Tamil Nadu to UP. So what are the number of states you will pass? These are the type of questions that are expected. I'm telling you, this is I'm taking practice because this type of questions are expected, that they will give you options like the question will be like that: if you are in UP and you want to go to Tamil Nadu, which are the minimum number of states you will prefer to go? Let us say from UP you will go to Chhattisgarh, and from Chhattisgarh you will go to this Andhra, and from Andhra to Tamil Nadu. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Minimum number step 4. What mistake we will do is that we will think like this: Madhya Pradesh, and then Maharashtra, and then Telangana, and then Andhra, and then Tamil Nadu. It will take more states. So that's the problem. So for this reason, you need to know each and every boundary. Another question which is expected is that through which state, through which state the IST passes, Indian Standard Time passes. Tell me. So it passes through like this. Passes like this. So it passes through Uttar Pradesh and Andhra Pradesh, then Odisha and Chhattisgarh. So you have four states through which the Indian Standard Time longitude passes. Yes. So Indian Standard Time longitude passes through four states, which is Uttar Pradesh, then you have Chhattisgarh, then you have Odisha, and you have Andhra Pradesh. So there are only four states through which the Indian Standard Time longitude passes. Okay. So moving ahead, this image again is of very important from exam perspective. So look at this. Look. Firstly, try to understand this. The concept called Great Himalaya. Okay. Great. Writing here. Yeah, northernmost point as a Great Himalaya, right? So you have Great Himalaya, which can also be called as Himadri. Okay. Then you have Middle Himalaya, which can be called as Himachal. Then you have the last point, Shivalik. Okay. Himadri or Great Himalaya. Then you have Middle Himalaya, which can be called as Himachal, and then you have last as a Shivalik. Look into the map. This line is the line of, or this range is the range of Himadri. Okay, I will write Himadri. Then this Middle Himalaya, which can also be called as Himachal. Then you have this line, which can be called as Shivalik. Is it clear? Himadri, Himalaya, Himadri, Himachal, and Shivalik. Himadri can also be called as Greater Himalayas. Himachal can also be called as Middle Himalayas, and Shivalik can also be called as Lesser Himalayas. Remember this. These ranges. Okay, you have three ranges which start from Kashmir. It actually starts from the Pamir Knot in Tibet. Okay, so in Pamir Knot is also called as roof of the world. Roof of the world. Pamir Knot. Pamir Knot. So because lot many ranges like Suleiman ranges, Hindu Kush ranges, Himalayan ranges, all these ranges uh, are from this knot which is called as Pamir Knot. So again, see this Aravalli range. Aravalli range, which is almost parallel to the monsoon winds. That's the reason this area is desert or arid region, because you need to have obstacles like this for orographic rainfall. No, what is orographic rainfall? When you have clouds going up like this, and due to condensation, it will have rainfall. This is called as what? Orographic rainfall. The rainfall which occurs due to obstacles like mountain ranges and all, where the wind blows upward, and due to decrease in pressure and decrease in temperature, it condenses and it gives rainfall, right? So it gives rainfall, and this rainfall is called as the convention. This called as the orographic rainfall, orographic precipitation. But as I have said you from the discussion, that Arvali ranges are parallel and not perpendicular. You require something perpendicular and not parallel for rainfall or orographic rainfall. So now you understood what is the Arvali range, which is almost parallel. Then you have Vindhyan range. Okay, then you have Satpura range, right? And from Vindhya and Satpura, you have the river which flows through that Rift Valley, which is called as the Narmada Valley or Narmada River. Below Narmada, you have another uh, range, that is Satpura range, and below Satpura range, you have another river that is called as Tapi and Narmada. Tapi. So Tapi and Narmada are the western flowing rivers. The rivers which flow towards the west are called as western flowing rivers, and the rivers which flow towards the east are called as eastern flowing rivers. So you have like Yamuna, Ganga, Chambal, Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri. These are all eastern flowing rivers. Okay, they flow towards the east and they drain into the Bay of Bengal. And you have rivers like this, the Narmada and Tapi. They flow towards the Arabian Ocean, Arabian Sea, sorry. So these are called as the western flowing rivers. So below that you have Deccan Plateau, which is almost triangular in shape, like a peninsular India. You have Western Ghats, and then you have Eastern Ghats. So Eastern Ghats are less dense compared to Western Ghats. The height of Western Ghats is more than Eastern Ghats, and they meet one another at the Nilgiri. Okay, you can see this word here, Nilgiri. See this word, Nilgiri. This is important. NDA has once asked where the Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats meet. So they meet at the Nilgiri forest. Okay, there is also reserve there, Nilgiri reserve. Okay, so this was the physical map of India, and also we have seen the political map of India. The northern Indian plains lie to the south of the Himalayas, right? In UP and Bihar and Jharkhand, in that region, you have plains. Most of the population is living there. You know, in UP, you have more than 20 crore population, which is equivalent to the population of the Pakistan. So you have the most populous state, which is really here in UP, and then followed by Bihar and all. So generally they are leveled and flat. These are formed by alluvial deposits or alluvial soil. So alluvial soil is due to the flooding, continuous flooding, due to rivers, right? Like Ganga and all. So these rivers plain provide the fertile land. So alluvial alluvial soils, which constitutes about the 42 to 48% of total soils of India. So it is very fertile, and that's the reason you have a lot of sugarcane factories and other cereal production in that region, which can sustain the population of that much of 20-25 crore. To the south of northern plains, you have peninsular plateau. And what is peninsula? Peninsula is something which is covered with the three side by water. That is called as peninsula. We have seen about this Vindhyas and Satpuras, and we have seen about Narmada river. We have seen about the Western Ghats. Western Ghats are also called as Sahyadri. Okay, remember that Western Ghats are also called as the Sahyadri. Okay, now this point is significant. Uh, do you know these boxes are very important from the exams perspective? Okay, a lot of time the UPSC is fond of asking questions from the do you know type of boxes. So every box, every exercise, every hot question is important for UPSC. Corals are the skeletons of tiny marine animals called polyps. Okay, they are actually animals. They are not plants. Remember that they are polyps are animals. They are marine animals. When the living polyps die, when they die, their skeletons are left. The other polyps grow on the top of the hard skeleton, which grow higher and higher and higher, thus forming a coral islands. So Lakshadweep, for example, is a coral island. So remember that the corals are actually the skeletons. Corals are the skeletons actually of the polyps, and polyps are not the plants but the animals. Remember this line. So we are almost towards the end of the Andaman and Nicobar lie to the southeast of Indian mainland in the Bay of Bengal, which was affected by a tsunami in 2004. So we are here in the last point, that is the climate and the wildlife, vegetation and wildlife. So that will be the last point in today's discussion. Let us start to the brand new chapter, India, climate, vegetation and wildlife. Okay. So in the first passage, they're trying to explain you about the weather. Okay. Now UPSC has once asked question regarding Lu. So Lu is the local winds. They are the local winds. They are hot local winds. Okay, remember this. Lu is the local wind. So these different names, like in Hindi you call it Varsha, in Urdu you call Barish, in Marathi you call Paus, and in Bengal you call Barsha, right? So these are the names of single phenomena. We are blessed with a lot of languages and cultures. So that is what we call as diversity of India, and we have unity in it. So we might have studied this chapter in political science or in social sciences, unity in diversity. So this indicates it. A lot of the diverse cultures, diverse religions, sects, and philosophies, and the languages, food habits, and all. So we must respect and celebrate it. Okay. So now, as I've said in the first lecture itself, is that the climate is the average. Okay, climate is the average, and weather is the situation of that particular time period. Remember that this is typical formula. Okay, I'm writing it for you. Climate is the average, and weather is what? It is the exact time, exact day or period of time. So remember this, the climate is the average climatic conditions. Okay. Now this question was taken from this question. Very important what I am telling. Look, this line was asked. What is monsoon? Monsoon is the Arabic word which is taken from the word mausim, which means seasons. Okay, so monsoon is something which is related to the seasonal reversal. When you study about the climate, climatology, and we'll study about some 10, 11 climates which are important. In that, you have very important climate which is related to climate of India, which is monsoon type of climates. So, uh, monsoon is actually the seasonal reversal of wind. Remember this, and you can write it. Write also seasonal, seasonal reversal of wind. This line actually is very, very important. Seasonal reversal of wind. Okay. So the climate of a place is affected by its location and altitude. Location means like latitude and longitude. Then altitude means height, distance from the sea. It is related. It's near to sea or proximity to sea, or it's away from sea. That is called continentality. Then the relief. That is the geography or the topography. Therefore, we experience a regional difference in the climate of India. Jaisalmer and Bikaner in the deserts of Rajasthan are very, very hot. Rajasthan, while in Dras and Kargil, about Kargil war and all. So it's Jammu and Kashmir is freezing cold. So you have on one side of freezing cold, and another side we have the uh, extreme hot conditions. And the coastal places like Mumbai and Kolkata experience moderate type of climates, although they are humid, but you experience humidity there, but you do not see extreme type of climates. And you have like Mausin Ram or Cherrapunji with the highest rainfall. Like, yes. So you can see this difference: 1 layer, 2 layer, 3 layer, 4 layer. So actually, there in one famous book by Savadi, not this Savinder Singh, they are talking about the 5 layer canopy in the forest, in the tropical rainforest. So the canopy is this, the layers. These are called canopy. You can see the height about 60 meters. You can imagine the maximum height is almost 60 meters. Not a joke. We see a variety of plants in our surroundings. How nice it is to play in the field with the green grasses. There are also small plants called as bushes and shrubs, like cactus and flowering plants, etc. Besides, there are many tall trees, some with many branches and leaves like neem, mango, or some with sand and few leaves. So these are talking about the characteristics like the grasses. And I will tell you something very interesting. Remember that. Let us say I will draw a diagram. This is a tree. Okay. Then you have a shrub. See the difference in the height, and you have grasses. Okay. And then you have again the grasses. You can see the difference in the height. So these are soft grass which can be eaten by the buffaloes and cow. Then this is elephant grass. Then these are scrubs. Then these are trees. And in also trees, you have different trees which can grow up to 40 or 60 meter in tropical rainforest to 20 or 10 meters of height. Okay. So these are the tropical rainforest I was talking about. If you travel by helicopter, you cannot see the ground of it. You can see only water. Like in Amazon rainforest, you can see the Amazon river only and nothing except the green carpet below your helicopter. So in tropical rainforest, you have mahogany and ebony and rosewood. So these are hardwood trees. when you will study about limbering, so you have these softwoods there, like coniferous forest, okay, in taiga region and tundra region, for example. So you will have these in boreal island, boreal forests. So you will have softwood there. See this tropical deciduous forest. What is deciduous? Any tree which will shade its leaves will be called as a deciduous, and any tree which will not leave the trees it will not shade the leaves will be called as evergreen forest. Okay, remember this. Mountain vegetation, as I have told you, these are the coniferous, like a Christmas tree, which can be a cheer or pine or kedar or deodar, right? And then you have mangroves, which grow and can survive in saline water. They are mostly found in the Sundarbans, right? And also in the Andaman and Nicobar in islands in India. Sundar is the one of the famous species of the mangroves. Okay, so that's how we got name Sundarbans. Forests actually are the lungs. Okay, they are the lungs of the world. They take the carbon dioxide and gives you the oxygen, which is the foremost important gas for the survival and for respiration of aerobic animals, and which is also important for us, for human civilization to continue. But due to continuous use of fossil fuels and all, we are doing a lot of air pollution, and also doing releasing the chlorofluorocarbons, which is also leading to depletion of ozone in the world, in the stratosphere, that is ozone layer, which is also getting ozone holes, so leading to the global warming and rise in the temperature of the earth. So for this we need protection, and we have various organizations working towards it, like United Nations Convention on Climate Change, United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, which is important for the protection of the climate, and which can combat the rise in temperature of the world, and which is having a lot of global warming. So okay, wildlife, 50% of the biodiversity can be found in the tropical rainforest. So remember that if I draw Earth like this, and this is the equator. So if you go up, so biodiversity decreases. Okay, from equator to pole, biodiversity decreases. Remember that. From equator to poles, biodiversity decreases. Tiger is our national animal. You know that. Tiger is our national animal. Okay. Gir forest, you have Asiatic lions. Gir forest, you have Asiatic lions. Camel and wild assets can be found in the Indian Great Deserts and Rajasthan, that is Thar deserts, and in wild assets can be found in the Ran of Kutch, which is in Gujarat. So you have monkey, owls, which are called nilgai, cheetal, and all. So peacock is our national bird. Yes. So government actually launched Project Tiger, which is the important project which has launched in 1973. So there are various projects like Project Crocodile, Project Elephant, Project Tiger, Project Cheetah. So remember this. Then migratory birds, and we will end it here today. Migrated due to some birds such as pintail duck. Remember the name, pintail duck. Then curlew. flamingo, osprey, little stint can migrate to our country in winter season every year. Smallest migratory bird, little stint weighing as it is the if you take the weight, it will be almost 15 gram only from the Arctic region, which travels over 8,000 kilometers to reach India. So we are fortunate that this uh, what we can say, the migratory birds are visiting us, and it shows the it is one of the wonders of the world how it works. I think it was for today. Tomorrow we will continue this 7th standard NCERT. Okay, take care.